What's going on, ladies and gents, Gronks of all ages? And this is episode 8, I believe, of the GRONKCAST. I'm BT Savage, this is MAXHITMATT, and this is where the big boys play. We don't bullshit around here, brother, on the GRONKCAST. We give you all the action, we give you no bullshit, nothing. Just like WCW in 1995. Oh my fucking god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, Matt? How
Well,
have you been, brother?
good man. I just want to say one more thing. If you like to watch action, you watch the Gronkcast. None of that other gaga.
Yes, yeah, exactly. None of that other gaga that you see on the wrestling podcast. This is where real fans come to watch wrestling podcasts.
Dude.
Here on the Gronkcast. And today's review, we've got the show that I picked, this WCW Nitro from December 4th, 1995. And look, going into this show, I didn't think it would be the best because I seen the match card and I seen, what was going on there, and after watching the show, yeah,
You were right.
I was right. I was right. It wasn't the best, and I didn't even know the show itself went 55 minutes long.
And you know what I kept laughing at? I'm sure we'll get into it, but let's just talk about this beforehand. They keep saying throughout the whole show, "Oh, if it goes past 10 o'clock, we're gonna stay on. Not like that other program. We're not just gonna shut the cameras."
Yep.
Well, it didn't go past, did it? Like it was just, it just felt so corny.
Did not go past, brother. My lord.
It was a lot of stabs at WWF.
I mean, look, this is late 95, almost 96. WWF at the time were in the shitter.
Yeah.
Like, come on, WCW. You got Hogan, you got Randy Savage, you got Sting, you got Lex Luger.
Yeah.
You got a fucking all-star roster here, brother.
Yeah.
And this show was fucking mid.
Mongol.
Mongol.
Oh, God.
Minus 5 stars. No, I'm joking. Not minus 5 stars.
It was not good, but do you want me to get straight into it?
Yeah,
you know
why
what?
not?
No. Did you even announce that you're BT Savage? Did you even say your name?
Yes, brother.
You did this time.
I said fucking MAXHITMATT BT Savage, brother.
Yeah, cool.
I know the drill.
As you can probably tell already, Tom not in for this one. As soon as he's ready to come back, he'll be back in here. You know how it is. You been alright? You been good? That's what I was gonna ask you. How have you been, brother?
Mate, been alright. Fucking any cricket fans out there, the Ashes has started a couple days ago. Up the fucking Aussies.
Yes.
Fuck the Poms. I've got the scores up on my other tab. So we are Gucci to go.
We might review the Ashes next week.
Yeah, mate. Review the first test, brother. Why not?
All right. So, as BT said, WCW Monday Night Nitro, December 4th, 1995. Now, 1995 is meant to be like a great time for WCW, correct?
Look, I thought it was maybe not a great time, but I thought it'd at least be a good time. They have, as I said before, they have Hogan, they have Luger, they have Savage. They obviously have all the kind of original, like they have
Sting, Flair.
Flair, Anderson. They got the Giant coming up, as we see on this show. Like, they have a good roster.
Yeah, man. Harlem Heat.
Obviously, we're like 6 to 8 months away from Hogan heel turn and NWO. But yeah, look.
Maybe we caught a bad episode. I don't know.
Again, as I said last week, the way I picked this, it's random. Yeah. I just randomly pick an episode. I think I picked a mid episode. But Matt, if we don't want to stall, let's
get into it. All right, so show opens, iconic WCW Nitro opening, and I noticed at this point only an hour of watch time, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have been blessed."
Yeah, look, only 55 minutes, as I said. I honestly totally forgot, either forgot or just did not know and it was 55 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
During the intro, they show Hogan, they show Sting, Luger, Macho Man, all of those. Yeah, all the big time stars, right?
Mm.
We're here live in Phoenix, Arizona tonight. We got Eric Bischoff, Bobby the Brain, and Mongo in the commentary
Mongo.
booth.
Yes.
And we also have a little guest in the commentary booth. BT, would you like to explain who the little guest is in the commentary booth?
Yeah, so next to Bobby the Brain Heenan, there was like, do I say like a chip bag? Right?
Yeah.
With something moving inside of it, as we would find out, I believe it was a weasel inside
Yes.
the chip bag.
And it was
And
so badly done.
It really was. You could tell that it was fucking fake as all hell.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we know with Bobby Heenan, he's kind of got that stigma with the weasel. Like, people called him a weasel back in WWF. He had the whole weasel stuff. I'm like, this! I don't know. This is a little rough.
Yeah. It was certainly, we'll go with odd. We'll call it odd. So yeah, main event tonight is announced, and it's going to be Randy Savage versus Lex Luger for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I'm like thinking that's going to be a fucking banger. Like, I'm keen to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Before we even get into the opening match, Bischoff is done with Steve McMichael. Like, he's done with his shit already.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'll say this much right now in terms of the commentary. Like, you have Eric Bischoff there, who I thought he wasn't like terrible.
It was okay.
He was okay. Like, he was a little annoying at times, but again,
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff doesn't specialize in commentary, right? So I'll give him a pass. Then we have Bobby the Brain Heenan, who I love. I love Bobby Heenan, bro. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
It was okay. Yeah, it was pretty good.
And he had his moments on this show.
Yeah.
And then we have fucking Steve Mongo McMichael, or whatever the fuck his name is. I was annoyed with this cunt.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And look, I think he's an NFL player. I don't know a lot about him. Go back to your day job, brother, because I don't like your commentary. Yeah.
But opening match. So the first thing I hear is this opening match is for the WCW World Tag Team Championships. I'm like, okay, here we go. We kick it off, American Males. What a great theme song, BT.
I am American males, American males, American males, American males. Oh,
awesome.
iconic.
Awesome. So they come out, obviously, Scotty Riggs and Mr. Bagwell. Good stuff. And then, dude, I didn't even realize who was... Obviously, I didn't realize who was tag champs at the time. Harlem Heat, brother. Booker T. Mr. Stevie Ray. Fuck yeah, dude.
When I originally seen this match, I'm like, yeah, I see Harlem Heat on the show. Matt's gonna pop.
Yeah, dude. Big Booker T fan. Big Booker T. And I've said here, I think Booker T, genuinely in the big scheme of things, he's fairly underrated. Like,
I agree.
He never gets mentioned, top 20, anything like that. Like, he's underrated, man.
Well, he always fit his role really well. Wherever he was positioned on the card at any stint of his career, he always did his role to perfection.
Yeah, I agree. Like tag teaming with Goldust, King Booker, obviously Booker T, Harlem Heat, obviously the world champion stuff. Everything he's done well. I think that's fair to say.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm pretty keen for this match, right? I'm like, yep, this is gonna be awesome. Also Sherry's with them.
I was just about to say, Sister Sherry.
Sister Sherry. Also, Nick Patrick, referee, looking young as fuck with the mullet. It was so weird.
He's a young buck.
Yeah, young buck Nick Patrick. Scotty Riggs kicks it off with Stevie Ray. Riggs goes, this was a cool spot. So they kind of like ran the ropes, and then Riggs went between the legs and hits 2 drop kicks in a row, on Stevie Ray. And I was like, it was a good way to show that Stevie Ray's strong, but also a good way to just get over that Riggs needs to use his speed against the size of Stevie Ray.
Yeah, and I think the commentators highlighted at some point during this match that on the first episode of Nitro, which would have been back in September,
Yeah.
the American males, American males defeated Harlem Heat in a
Right.
non-title match.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
So-
kind of earned this match that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I didn't notice that, so that's good. Booker T's then tagged in, and he's looking for like one of those jumping sort of axe kicks, I guess you'd call it, heel kicks, but it's counted. Bagwell's then tagged in and hits some double moves on Harlem Heat. By the way, there's like just to I guess say this before one of us I guess says it, or before anyone in the comments says it. There's not a lot to talk about on this show. So I'm trying to get as much as I can out of this one. This is definitely going to be a shorter pod than what we're used to, but that's okay. Some weeks are going to be like that. Some weeks are going to be 4 hours, It's the way it is. So yeah, he's tagged in and they do some double team moves on Harlem Heat. Bagwell then hammers away on Booker T. Booker T can't seem to get much momentum here, so he doesn't really get any offense. And then they show Colonel Parker. There's a gift in his hand, which was weird, but I was like keen to see it. Now, I fuck up here, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I wrote because it's funny.
Okay.
So, not this bit. Ray and Riggs now in, and Ray hits a huge body slam. The present I wrote, I thought it was lingerie, bro, because the way she pulled it out, I was like, why the fuck's he giving her lingerie?
Yeah, no, I could see why you said that, because
it was like that weird cloth looking thing, and like, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was lingerie, and then they kissed, and I was like, okay, awesome.
Yeah, Colonel Parker and Sherry's about to get fucking down and dirty tonight.
Dude, that's what I thought, bro. I thought, she's, I don't know. I just thought maybe they were going to get down and dirty, but no.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to read this as I wrote it because it's even funnier that way. I was like, what the fuck did I just see? And then I go, okay, Booker T then gets a 2 count on Riggs, does the spinneroonie, hits that jumping wheel kick. Booker T's distracted by Sherry because she's gone, like she's walked out with him. Then American males can't seem to get any offense. And then I write right here, what the fuck? That wasn't lingerie. It was a ring. I don't know why. It did look like it when she pulled it out of the box.
Yeah. No, I noticed that too, because like, oh, is that like a dress or some lingerie? Because from the weird camera angle.
Yeah, it was weird.
No,
it was a ring.
A ring. It's a ring.
Booker T was starting to hit some weird kicks that I guess what I put this as was he was trying some new shit, man. That's what I saw, that he was just trying some new stuff. And it looked cool. But you could definitely tell he was, really starting to build up to what Booker T is.
Oh yeah.
Then Booker T's arguing with a fan in the crowd. And that took up a weird part of the match.
Which turned out to be, now I don't know if it was former NBA player or still playing at the time, AC Green, who I believe off the top of my dome, he is one of the players that have played the most games in NBA history. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh wow.
Played for the Lakers. He might have been something to do with the Suns at the time.
I was going to say, because they're in Phoenix.
Yeah, AC Green and Booker T get into it. I'm like, and what I was thinking here, because I said last week, there is going to be an athlete on this show. And I'm like, oh fuck, Matt better not think this fucking guy is the athlete on the show.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. And that segment was fucking weird as well. But we'll get into that. Harlem Heat then hit a double team on Riggs. But then they just ran it. So they tag in, hit a double team move, then tag back out. It was weird. I was like, okay, fair enough. Riggs then tags in Bagwell, who starts to light up Harlem Heat. They hit the double team moves. American Male's starting to heat up, Then we get an awesome strength display from Ray. I don't know how to really put it. So he kind of was getting him into almost like a slingshot position. But he's just holding Bagwell there. It was so cool. I don't know if you caught on to that, but he was just so strong.
Yeah, Stevie Ray, so powerful, so strong.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Definitely complemented like Booker T well in terms of the tag team, because Booker T was more the flash,
Yeah, the
the kicks, and
charisma.
the
Yeah,
charisma, and then Stevie Ray is just the muscle man
yeah, it was
of of,
perfect.
of the team.
Booker T then hits the Harlem Hangover, and 1, 2, 3, the champions retain.
Hmm.
Harlem Heat win. Rating. How did you feel about this match, Mr. Savage?
Right. So I gave this first match
Yep.
a 4.75. Not the worst thing in the world. To me, it picked up uh in the end, like when they did the hot tag and uh American males doing their thing near the end, and then Booker T with the Harlem Hangover. But to me, for most of this match, it was just meh. I don't know. I was kind of getting disinterested at times. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
mean, the stuff between Colonel and Sherry was fine. I had a chuckle.
Especially because I thought it was lingerie. I found it way better.
Exactly, brother. But yeah, Booker T looked good in this match. You tell he's gonna be a star in the making, and
Yeah. What did he ever do with his career, huh?
yeah, mate, he's just some fucking indie glorified jobber, brother. And yeah, it was okay. It was an okay opener. I gave it once again a 4.75.
Okay. Sweet. I sort of felt the same thing. Like it wasn't anything magical. It was fine. Like it wasn't unwatchable, unbearable. I gave it a 5.25. So I gave it that little bit more. I didn't necessarily enjoy it. But it was fine. As you said, I became very like disinterested in some bits. Yeah, it was weird. I feel, and this is maybe just from what I've seen, WCW don't have any really. Okay, from what I've seen, their short matches seem to be better than their long matches.
Hmm. But
So,
yeah, it seems like WCW know how to put on a good squash match.
yeah, probably. Honestly,
Oh, well, you got the influence of Hogan, brother.
brother. Oh wait, I cannot
does-
wait to
That does
do.
not work for me, brother.
I cannot wait to do some of that promo later.
Yes,
Oh my
brother.
god.
Yes, it'll be magical.
Cage Match gave this match a 5, which is probably fair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Then we get Mean Gene on the ramp. This was
Mean
weird.
Gene. Love you, Mean Gene.
This is weird. Yeah, I love you, Mean Gene. Yeah.
I do. I love Mean Gene. I do.
So-
He's fucking great, brother. I love him.
That was so random. Mean Gene.
Dude.
Love you, Mean Gene. You're not going to fucking war, brother.
Well, he might as well be on this fucking show.
True. The only war I had was keeping my eyes open. Oh shit. Alright. So it's with Sting and Luger. They talk about the triangle match, which dude, this whole thing was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, bro. They kept hyping up this triangle match at Starcade, bro. It's like oh fucking, it's what is it? Flair, Sting, and
Hope.
Savage.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
But then, because of the title match that comes later, depending on the results, Luke could get in instead of Savage.
But then, I heard that fucking Randy Savage would still be in, and then Luger would wait for his opponent. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, this is
Didn't even care. I just disconnected. You know what I mean? I just did not care.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So from what I caught though, Sting calls out Luger in front of the crowd and says, I wanted to say friendship is friendship, and that we have been best friends for the last 10 plus years. And I think you can win the WCW World Championship tonight. And then he says, but if you do, just know that I'm winning that triangle match and I'm taking that title away. Basically, right? Paraphrasing, yeah. Lex Luger then says, he's right on the money, old buddy, old pal. Fuck me, dude.
This is just fucking ridiculous.
It's just wank. And then it goes, but he will not lose to Sting. Sting then forgets. Sorry, go on.
I'd hope no one loses to Stink. Fucking hell,
Yeah,
brother.
the Stink. Sting then forgets he has a match and goes to walk up the ramp, but then turns around and walks to the ring. Did you see that?
Yeah, Sting looked a little confused there.
He went to walk up the ramp and leave, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, I got a match," and then walked to the ring.
Yeah, fuck, his music plays. Oh, and
Yeah.
by the way, transition into that. Fucking this Sting theme song, alright? My lord, I know we did a segment sort of back on the SummerSlam episode where Matt pointed out the lyrics to Mr. Ass's theme.
Okay.
Oh, this fucking theme song of Sting's, brother.
So I was going to say to you, they sound the same.
No, look.
In a lot of ways, they sound so similar.
Well, they do sound. Look, what I know the history of this theme, I know some people list this as one of the worst theme songs of all time.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Would we like me to read the lyrics?
Well, I'm gonna read the lyrics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, awesome.
I'm gonna read the lyrics here of Sting's theme song from
Okay.
92 to 96.
Okay.
Called, the Man Called Sting.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sing it.
Oh.
I really should sing it because it should add. Because the singing on this theme song is fucked. Here we go. The man called Sting. The man called Sting. He's a man called Sting. The man called Sting. He does this. He does that. He's as big as a bull and quick as a cat. He looks fine. He looks cool. He's his own man and he's nobody's fool.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Look, I'm not. To be fair, I'm not doing it justice because the singing on this, like legit. He does this, does that. He's as big as a bull and quick as cat. Like, no, that's fucked. I'm not doing that. See, that's how I should be doing it, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do monotone 899.
Okay.
So where was I up to? Oh yeah, here we go. Don't double cross him or get in his way, because if you do, you're gonna have to pay. And look how many times Sting got fucking double crossed in his career. So,
True.
Sting, you're a dickhead.
Right.
To the man called Sting. The man called Sting.
So,
and there's more, brother. There's more.
Yeah.
He's oh fuck. Well, he's not like anybody else. If his friends ever need him, he's there to help.
That's good.
And all the kids, they go wild. And all the old people start to act like a child.
That's dementia. That's not Sting's fault, just so you know.
And then, the same lyrics there. Then the chorus, so we get a little guitar solo riff.
Yep.
All over the world, he's such a smash. You know it's over when he does the Stinger Splash. He loves his honey. He loves his honey. Wait, what the fuck? Are these lyrics wrong?
He loves the rock.
He loves the rock. I don't worry, back in the other way. But none important. Wait, what?
No one
important loves the Scorpion Deathlock. Don't you dare? Look, and then it's the same fucking lyrics.
Yeah.
Look, I don't. Look, moral of the story is this theme song is fucked, and I understand why people hate it.
Can I just talk about one bit of the song that you missed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody, so the little stingers believe in him. That's all he needs to win the title again. That's it.
Little stingers.
I love this theme. The comical value of it, though, not the actual. Yeah.
Yeah, look, all I know, Tom, I understand why Tom is a Sting mark, brother.
Dude, Tom loves Sting, dude.
He does!
Can we all, okay.
I understand why now.
Can we like, when Tom gets back, can we all just tweet him photos of Sting?
Yes,
anyway.
From every different era, like Surfer Sting, Crow Sting, Joker Sting. It's all Stings, brother.
Every Sting you can. Alright, so this match is Sting versus Kurosawa. Now, I had no idea who Kurosawa was before this, by the way.
Oh, look, actually, fuck. Because I forgot to do this.
Okay.
Right, so that first match, right, you've seen of Harlem Heat versus American Males.
Yes.
Now, Raw at the time, obviously we're in a bit of a war.
Yes.
Right? Now, obviously Raw was taped back then, and they taped it 2 weeks before, but You know, if you're trying to decide, oh fuck, what do I watch? WCW Raw, WCW Raw.
Yeah.
Right, so here's what Raw had as their first match. They had the British Bulldog, managed by Jim Cornette,
Oh.
going up against Bob Holly. A young Bob Holly in 1995.
That sounds fire.
It does.
Eh.
I mean, I'm there for Jim Cornette, basically,
True,
but yeah.
true.
Sorry. Go on to the second match here.
Yeah, so I had no idea who Kurosawa was, but I was like, okay, I'm kind of keen for this. Like, we'll get a bit of a long Sting match here, or not long, but a bit of a 5 minute or something like that. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kurosawa comes out, gets massive boos from the Phoenix crowd. Sting starts off taking control with the chain wrestling, then hits a drop kicks Kurosawa into the ropes, and then a clothesline over the top rope. Okay, cool. I mean, awesome. Good start to the match. I'm happy, right? This is Surfer Sting, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yep.
Kurosawa then hits some chops and starts laughing like a fucking psycho. I don't know if you noticed that.
I don't know if I noticed the laughing.
It was like a laughing, like a scream. It was weird. He also then hits like a knee to the midsection. Kurosawa's gimmick was that he bakes bones. Yes, no, he breaks bones, mainly arms. And I was like, oh, cool, whatever. Like, I feel that was the problem with this episode, man. There was nothing that really hooked you in.
Yeah, and the commentators tried putting him over. I think them saying, "Oh, he's broken like this person's arm."
It was like Hawk and like
Hawk.
yeah.
Fuck you know.
Okay.
And they also noticed because Colonel's usually with him at ringside, but no, he's going to do the down and dirty stuff.
Yes, with the lingerie. See, dude, I was onto it.
You were, brother.
Sting then starts to strike back. Hits him head first into 2 out of the 4 turnbuckles and a Stinger splash. Then we get the Scorpion Deathlock, which is Tom's Puppet's favorite move, if you didn't know.
It is.
Kurosawa then taps out, but he hardly tapped out. The ref just kind of called the match.
You can blame him.
Fuck me, dude. I felt like tapping out of this podcast at that point. What I'll go first. I rated this match a 3. It was so boring. Like, nothing even happened. It was a 2-minute match. Nothing happened. I was just happy I got to listen to a man called Sting.
I also gave it a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, as you said, boring match. Just a Sting eating this man in 2 minutes.
It was whatever. It was just whatever. Like, would I go back and watch it again? No. Is it torture? No. You know what I mean?
Oh no, exactly. It was like ripping off a band-aid. It was quick, a little painful, but I'm curious how long this Kazawa dude lasted after this.
Yeah,
because he probably didn't last too much longer in my eyes.
Yeah. So cage match. Sorry. Cage...
Oh no, go ahead. Cage match.
Cage match cannot rate this match because it was under 5 minutes.
Well, you're wondering, what happened on Raw? What was their second match? It was Fatu going up against a Brooklyn Brawler. So
that would have been a squash match as well.
Yeah, so pick your poison,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I'd probably take Sting over that, to be honest.
I'd rather see a tag match with Fatu and Sting against Brooklyn Brawler and Kurosawa.
True. We then get a 95 Starcade promo video, basically saying that Japan is invading, and I was like, okay.
when nations collide or something.
Yeah. Nations all around the hemisphere collide, or some shit like that.
Yes.
I was like, well, that's a weird thing to say. So basically, it's going to have stars from New Japan. Okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Next match, I was actually really keen for. The Giant interests me. Big Show interests me. But more as the Giant and that leaner Big Show. It's always impressive to me. But anyway, the next match is Scott Norton taking on the Giant. So here comes Scott Norton. They say the World Heavyweight Arm Wrestling Champion. Fair enough. Whatever. Scott Norton's so strong, man. Just a really strong dude.
He is.
Out comes the Giant with Jimmy Hart and the Taskmaster.
Yes.
That's BT's favourite manager there.
That's a fucking lie, but fair enough.
The Giant's in great shape here, man. Like, he looks so good. He looks like just looks good.
Oh yeah, the Giant. He looks prime, ready to go.
Yeah, you're like, this guy's gonna be a star.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was good to see. Match kicks off with a test of strength. And just Jimmy Hart just laughing and screaming and just, oh god.
Look, and it wouldn't even be the last time we see Jimmy Hart during the show.
I know, and I wish it was. I really wish it was.
Jimmy Hart, ready to go. Yeah, the Giant, the biggest star now.
And then it's like, wake up, ref. Wake up, daddy-o.
Wake up, daddy-o. Fucking Jimmy, brother, calm down.
Fucking Jimmy Hart.
Stop consuming the helium, brother. Calm down.
Legit. The Giant is Big Show, of course, for those who don't know. I just thought I'd mention that. He's kind of manhandling Scott Norton. And they're just trying to make him, like, obviously seem really strong, which is pretty easy to do. Bischoff calls him a freak of nature, which I thought was a pretty good line.
Well, yeah. He is.
He is, yeah. It makes sense.
I mean, and early on in his WCW run, I mean, they were, like, he was basically built as Andre the Giant's son.
Pretty much.
Right. And you could believe it. If you're a casual, you're like, oh, actually, I could see it. Fuck.
He's tall and he's big and he wears a singlet like that, you know?
Yeah.
Norton hits a huge atomic drop. Like, he holds him in the air for a while.
Yeah. Look, honestly, that kind of made me pop. I'm like, holy fuck.
Same.
That was the hang time, just the as you said, the long time that he held him up, and then boom, atomic drop. That was sick.
And then it brought my mood down when I heard, unlike that other one, if this goes past 10 o'clock, we're going to stay on live. We've spoken, and we're going to stay on live. Because you know why? Because the C stands for committed in WCW.
Oh, yes, that line.
Do you know what that made me feel?
That made you feel something inside, bro.
I wanted to go have a bath. And in that bath, I was going to put in this very special bath bomb.
Oh, yeah?
You can also use that to cook toast. If you catch my drift. I was going to bath with my toaster.
The C stands for cocksuckers.
Stands for... I don't know. Can't watch this shit anymore.
Actual...
Cum guzzlers.
Contracted... I contracted AIDS.
Look, then Scott Norton tries to, like, I guess hit like a double axe handle or some sort of shoulder tackle or something off the top rope. The Giant then catches him and then hits a massive choke slam. What'd you rate this one? I went last time. I'll give you this time.
I gave this a 4.25. Again, Giant looked good. I made him look really good, and I love that spot with Scott Norton, the atomic drop.
Yep.
And even the choke slam to finish the match, like just the one hand goozled him.
Yep.
And yeah, it looked cool. And yeah, I honestly, this is probably my surprise rating for the show. Like, I could have given this lower. Like, this is actually somewhat okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
So yeah, I gave it a 4.25.
I actually probably went a little bit higher than what you'd think. I went a 5.5. I actually didn't mind this match. Like, if you said to me, go back and watch that match, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't be like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. And what did Raw deliver as their third match? They did Razor Ramon.
Okay.
The Intercontinental Champion at the time, defending his title against Dean Douglas.
Dean Douglas.
Yeah, Dean Douglas. So,
Do you know who Dean Douglas is?
Well, look, I'm about to click. Hey, it's Shane Douglas, brother.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I definitely didn't just click on his name just to find out. You know, no, that would have been a sick match.
That would have been good. That would have been good. Cage match obviously didn't rate this as well because this was about a 3-minute match. I want to say 2-minute match again.
Yeah.
But this hit different, whereas the other one was just like, oh yeah, Sting, like work a couple holds, Sting, get your shit in, okay, done. You know?
Ah, yeah, you gotta make Sting look strong, brother.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't look strong enough.
Doesn't.
We'll talk about Sting more. Don't worry, he's not gone, unfortunately. Okay, from there, Mean Gene is in the ring, and he introduces Ric Flair, and Ric Flair's music hits, and out comes Charles Barkley.
Charles fucking Barkley, brother. Sir Charles, the round mound of rebound.
Yep.
Fuck yes. And honestly, right, I'll say this right now, because the site that I use to search these shows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on that same site right now, just for these Raw.
Use
Fandom?
Yeah,
Fandom, right?
Yeah.
And they have the image gallery as well. So when I first picked the show, and I seen the image gallery, I'm like, oh fuck, Charles Barkley's on this show. Oh,
Yeah.
sick. And obviously they're doing a promo segment. Oh, surely this promo's gonna be fucking lit. I can't wait.
All right, so then.
Okay, yeah. Then, yeah.
And then Ric Flair comes out. Sir Charles looks like a Gronk, man. The way he's dressed, holy fuck.
Oh, look, he's not dressing to impress, brother.
Nah, facts. Mean Gene then asks Barkley if he's the newest tag partner to Ric Flair. Flair is full coked up and says that Charles and Flair will tear the Phoenix streets down, and Flair calls Charles Barkley the greatest basketball player alive, which, whew, that's a big call.
Yeah, that's a big call. What, December of 95?
Yeah.
MJ come back during this time? I don't fucking know.
Then Ric Flair is now running the ropes, and basically says, all I can tell you is from now on, Hogan, Sting, Luger, and Savage, watch yourselves, because Charles Barkley may walk away from the NBA and join the Horsemen.
I fucking doubt that. Charles Barkley's just going to eat some pizza, eat some donuts.
He's going to live his life. Not with you, fuckhead.
Pretty much, brother. Charles Barkley's going to do his thing. And, yeah.
Dude, and this is okay. This is why I'm saying this is going to be a short pod, because we're now at the main event.
Oh no! I remember during this when Charles Barkley was going to speak, right? Charles Barkley tried to fucking quiet the crowd down, like shh.
Yes.
Quiet.
Yeah.
And it's like, Charles, you're not that guy, pal.
Yeah,
you're
dude.
You're not going to cut a thrilling promo, apparently.
Yeah,
because you didn't.
It was weird.
And I was utterly disappointed with this promo because I thought I was going to see Ric Flair like elbow drop the fucking mat. I thought Charles Barkley
was going to.
I thought Charles Barkley was going to go on a fucking rant or some shit.
Just snort coke off the turnbuckle or something.
Just fucking eat some Krispy Kremes. I don't fucking know, brother. This promo was disappointing. Oh, that was definitely my biggest disappointment of this show.
Yeah. Mine was the main event. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, look, it helps that I knew kind of how the main event ended beforehand. But still, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand your
main event. We get the WCW World Championship on the line. Macho Man Randy Savage, of course, the champion, Lex Luger, looking to win that title. Jimmy Hart is back out with Lex Luger coming to the ring for this, what should be a stacked main event. Anyway, WCW World Champion Randy Savage comes out. He's making his way to the ring with the big gold baby. That looks so good around his waist, man.
It does. It really
does. Oh, yeah. BT, do your best. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The big gold around the waist of the Macho Man Savage, yeah.
Dude, that's so good.
Oh, look, this could be better, but you already know.
Yeah. Then, oh, dude, okay, so someone says, I think it was Mongo, get to the bathroom and flush that remote down the toilet. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah, that I remember that. That was fucking Mongo, and I was like, what, brother? What?
Yeah, that was weird, man.
I'm gonna
Savage.
flush your fucking head down the toilet in a minute, you prick.
What do they call that? A swirly?
Swirly, yes, brother.
Savage then kicks off hot against Luger. Some strikes, chokes, turnbuckle shots. Jimmy Hart is annoying as hell. Yeah, it's as annoying as ever, Daddy. Uh, Luger then hits Savage with a big clothesline, and Savage takes a powder to the outside. Not the same powder that Ric Flair took. Savage then hits actually really nice double axe handle from the top rope. He then goes for a suplex, but can't get it done because Luger's just so powerful, mate. What do they call him? The total package? Is that what it's called?
Total package, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then in the middle of the match, we get a random 1995 Starcade promo again. During the break, Bischoff puts over the fact that Savage is now going after the arm of Luger because he's got an injured arm. I'm going to give you one. They did like this technical submission kind of hold, like an armbar, and Luger starts tapping on his shoulder. And I'm like, is that not the finish? Like, I was so confused. But I guess it wasn't enough to be a submission finish. Savage snaps the arm off the ring post, so just smacks his arm into it. And I thought that looked good. Savage then goes for a double axe handle off the apron, but Luger dodges, and Savage then hits the guardrail. On commentary, they say a line that gives me severe PTSD. Do you have any idea what that line might be?
Ah, look, I feel like once you say it, it's gonna come back to the dome again.
They said the referee needs to lay down the law. And all I thought about was that cocksmoker, Jesse Ventura.
Brother.
Lay down the law in the bar.
Yeah. Walk in the Baja Soda.
Jimmy Hart is screaming like a madman in this match. If you want to watch Nitro, if you want action, watch Nitro. The rest of it is gaga. Wow.
Gaga.
Wow.
Yes.
Lady Gaga to WCW confirmed. Both men collide head first and they're both down. Jimmy Hart takes off the turnbuckle pad and Luger is looking to use it, but Savage counters. Savage then hits the elbow drop off the top rope. At this point, the referee gets knocked down too. I should mention that.
Ref bump.
So he obviously pins him. Obviously, there's no one there to count it. Then Savage pulls Jimmy Hart over the top rope. But out comes Ric Flair to save him. Hits him with the brass knuckles. Jimmy Hart then pulls Luger's arm over Savage. Flair is taunting up the ramp. I got you. Whatever. And then Hogan's behind him. Brother.
Yes. Hogan, brother.
He's looking to unload on Flair.
Oh my.
Hogan stops, he does whatever to Flair. He then stops the count on the ref, because right now he's on probation or whatever they called it. What do they call it?
Yeah, probation. And it's funny because I think it was Sting. It was three of them on probation.
Yeah.
Flair, Hogan, and
I thought it was
Sting, I think.
I thought it might have been Macho Man, but I'm not sure.
Or it was, because they explained it. I think one of them punched the ref.
Yeah.
I think another one punched the ref, and then someone else did something as well.
Yeah.
They explained on commentary.
It was weird. He then stops the count, so we get a DQ finish. He then drags in Jimmy Hart and knocks Luger, not Liger. I wish Liger was on this show. Would have been much better. Knocks Luger and Hart's heads together. Kind of their heads, but they're not the same height.
Jimmy Hart hit Luger's fucking
pecs.
Bro.
Yeah. He wasn't taking that shit. Hogan, so Sting's out here as well. It was a big fucking mess. Hogan then accidentally hits Sting and Sting's pissed. There's a bit of a shoving back and forth, but Savage gets between him. Now, I won't go into the promo stuff. What did you rate this match?
You might be surprised.
Oh, no. If it's anything higher than a 6, I'm going to fucking lose my marbles.
I gave it a 6.25. Look, and maybe maybe if I didn't have knowledge that this would end in a DQ, it would have been lower. I liked like some of the elements of this match, like the working of the arm from it was Luger to Savage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luger working on Savage's arm, and like there was some good back and forth stuff in this match. I didn't necessarily mind it. I thought it was obviously Jimmy Hart was annoying, and some of the commentary was fucking
Jimmy
ridiculous.
Hart. Why do people like him as much as they do? Like, I understand the background stuff is in like outside of the ring stuff,
Hey,
but as
Jimmy
far
Hart's
as a manager,
musician, dude, Jimmy Hart's one of the underrated managers of all time, brother.
maybe it would just piss me off in this match. You know what? No, I take back what I said. He just really pissed me off in this match. I don't know why. I do like Jimmy Hart. I take that back. Sorry, Jimmy Hart. You know, I love Mean Gene. Love you, Mean Gene.
Yeah, look, this is what he did all the time. Go back to the 80s WBF.
Yeah.
Him managing the Hart Foundation. Oh, Jim Hart and Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation do real well. Go win the tag team titles. Okay.
But I don't know. You just annoyed me in this match. I don't know why.
Oh, again, 6.25. I thought it was a decent match. The finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5.
Okay.
Which means, for all of you, the Giant match was the top-rated match for me. All right.
Wow.
Cage match gave this match a 5 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, just nothing interesting really happened. I mean, there was the double axe handle, the elbow drop, the apron spot was good, but there wasn't anything that really stuck out to me. This was just a match. Whereas I got popped for this the Scott Norton spot and the choke slam. Like, I actually physically popped. This I was just like, okay, you know what I mean. After this though,
well, actually, before that, I got a couple things.
Okay.
First off, the main event of Raw. Now you're wondering, okay, we just seen for Nitro was Sid versus Savage, for the title. Right?
Yeah.
What does Raw got to deliver in their main event? Mighty Jannetty versus Sid.
Ugh.
That ended in a no contest.
God. Dude, 95 WWF in a hole, brother.
I see one of the images here in the gallery here. The last image.
Yeah.
Mighty Jannetty with, it looks to be an oxygen mask on. They're going to carry him out on a fucking stretcher, brother.
Oh my God.
So, GG's to Mighty Jannetty.
GG's, brother.
Yeah.
Get your feet pics off Facebook.
And then another thing.
Yeah.
We got to mention. Now, one of the other video packages they did on the show was for the upcoming WCW Saturday night.
Oh, God, bro. I didn't even want to mention this.
I'm sorry. I feel like I have to, brother.
No, you do.
Some of the matches, I've got it here. Some of the matches that they highlighted. Disco Inferno versus Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
That's...
Disco. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Disco, you're real good, brother.
Yeah.
Fucking, that would have been wild. They also highlighted a tag match here with Brian Pillman and Mr. Benoit, Chris Benoit, versus Dino Casanova and Frankie Lancaster? I don't know who those two are.
Maybe? Yeah.
Lancaster, fucking... Yeah, I'm just gonna highlight the whole fucking card. You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know they point out Hugh Morris versus Mark Thorne, and I'm like, well, I think they just said Hugh Morris will be in action.
Yes.
Fuck Hugh Morris. Fuck you. Nasty Boys versus Super Assassins.
Okay.
Hogan definitely got them that spot, brother. I'm talking about the Nasty Boys.
Yeah.
Zodiac versus Chris Sawyer.
Okay.
Okay. And then the main event, which I was kind of scratching my head. Eddie Guerrero, and they highlighted this on the package as well.
They did.
Eddie Guerrero versus Big Bubba Rogers.
Yes, which for those that don't know, that's Big Boss Man.
That is a weird match to me. And in 95 as well, that is weird.
Yeah, I kind of want to check it out, though. Just to see if it is wank or if it's good.
They probably only gave him 2 minutes, brother.
True, you know what? I'm not watching it. Never mind.
Because we gotta highlight Disco Inferno, mate.
And the Nasty
Oh,
Boys, dude.
And the first match on this card, actually, Steve Regal and Bobby Eaton versus
Oh,
Buck Quartermore and Butch Long.
Butch Long.
Butch Long, mate.
Son of a
Yeah.
cock.
So Eric Bischoff, I'm glad you were promoting this, but this looks like wank.
Yeah. But we get into the best part of the show, in my opinion.
Yes.
The best but the worst. Now, I'm going to run through this.
Go ahead.
Mean Gene's in the ring basically says, is there some tension going on between you guys? And are you guys on the same page? Hogan says, I ain't worried about probation, dude. And he says, but I need to know, is Sting and are we on the same page? This is the worst Hogan because I can do Hogan's if I'm choosing the words. You know what I mean?
You can't actually do an actual Hogan promo.
That's right. You know? Okay. You then ask if they're friends and whose side he's on. Sting then says, if you need to know, if you really need to know. And this was like, I was expecting a turn, but then I realized that Sting would never turn. Sting says, I'm on your side. I'm on yours and Savage's side. BT, I mean, I might have been your side. Hogan then says, what's going on with you and Lex, brother? Sting says, I'm trying to straighten him out. And you would do the same for Savage. You wouldn't leave him high and dry. Savage and Hogan say they notice that he notices Lex first. Sorry. Hogan says that Savage noticed him first, that he was going downhill, right? And then Sting says maybe Lex was pissed off by Savage and Hogan. Basically trying to point blame, whatever. Sting then says he despises Arn Anderson and Flair, who they're going to take on next week, which would actually probably be a pretty solid match. But wants Hogan and Sting to be on the same page. And then Hogan says one of the best lines I've ever heard in my unprofessional podcasting career.
Say it, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother. You're my friend, dude. Oh my God. And then he says, but let me just ask you one favor. Keep Lex Luger out of my face, dude. Then Sting says, I will do everything I can to keep Luger out of Savage's and most importantly, Hogan's face. And that is literally how the show ends.
Wow.
Oh, we get a couple more Weasel things throughout the show, just so you know.
Mate. Oh, of course. I think there was... I think right at the start of the show, the Weasel actually bit Bobby Heenan.
No, that was right at the end.
Oh, right at the end?
Yeah. I'll go with my show rating first, because it was your show.
Oh, go ahead.
I give it a 5. Like, the show was super bland. Nothing really happened. It was super goofy, and I enjoyed it for that fact, but I didn't really enjoy the actual wrestling or the show aspect. I just enjoyed little goofy things like, let me tell you something, brother. You're my friend, dude. Like, that popped me, bro, because I remember watching it, and then I was like, I need to message BT this, but I was like, nah, let's save it for the pod. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's things like that just popped me super hard.
Yeah.
The goofiness was okay. But if I had 3 hours of that goofiness, no way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, luckily it's only an hour.
That's right. So yeah, I give it a 5. Oh, you know what? Cage Match gave it a 5.71 out of 10, just so you know. And now let's go into your review. This was your show this week.
You know what? I'm gonna give this... I'm gonna give it a 5.25. 5.25. Again, you're on the right boat. You know, it's a lot of goofy stuff on this show.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. Like the promos on this show. Again, I was disappointed with the Barkley and Ric Flair promo because they could have done so much more with that, bro. Like, I love Charles Barkley. I think he's a funny fucker. Ric Flair, obviously, we know how off the wall he can be.
Oh, dude, dude, imagine if like both of them went out there and, like, you know how we obviously get the halftime show, Charles Barkley or whatever, the ESPN. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
What if we got that Charles Barkley and full cokehead Flair?
Oh, dude,
you know what I mean?
That would have created content, man.
Dude.
That would have got WCW mega ratings, and that would have killed WBF.
Yeah.
WWF would have gone down, but we
Just
would
because
be
of that
we,
promo. Would be
we
watching.
would be we would be sitting here in today's world watching WCW fucking Nitro instead of fucking WWF and AW. Right? That's what we'd be doing.
True.
But no, they didn't go over the edge there. They
No.
didn't go over the line.
Nah, they were
Fuck,
too
man.
scared.
Too scared to get coked up Ric Flair and inside the NBA fucking Charles Barkley.
So you
bro.
gave it a 5.25?
5.25.
Yeah.
The matches, as you said, not the best. I like the main event.
Okay.
Besides the finish, I
Yeah.
like the stuff with Scott Norton.
Yep.
Um,
Tag match was alright.
the tag match was okay.
Yeah.
The Sting match I couldn't care less for.
Yeah.
And look,
The end promo was pretty good. Like, in a
end
goofy way.
promo. Let me tell you something, brother. You're my friend, dude.
Dude, it was just, yeah. It was good. It was fun,
yeah,
though. That was fun.
Yeah.
Gronk of the Night. I'm going to let you go first on Gronk of the Night. And I think we're going to be similar.
My Gronk of the Night, I'm going to go with Mr. Mongo.
Okay. Yeah.
Look, now, over the last however many episodes that we've done, we've had some commentators being Gronk of the Night.
We have.
Would I put him at that level of a Mike Adamle or a Mark Madden?
Bro, Mark Madden, absolute shit dick. Just saying.
I don't think I'd put him in that level per se.
Yeah.
But he was talking some shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
He was annoying to me. I got sick of him very quick.
He reminded me of a bad Jonathan Coachman.
Oh, yeah.
You know how Coachman says that stuff? But his is normally, some of his one-liners are funny. This is just like a bad Coachman.
Yeah. This is like your unfunny uncle. And
Yeah.
You just want to get away from
Maybe
him.
the creepy uncle.
Like the creepy uncle that's like, alright, buddy, fuck off. I don't want to listen to you. Don't touch me, alright?
Talking about fucking AC/DC and smoking durries or something, you know?
Smoking durries and fucking drinking some fucking VB dark.
Yes, long necks, brother.
Long necks, brother. And yeah, look, some of the shit that he said on the show. Oh, flush the remote down the toilet.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude.
don't miss this. Fucking him just insulting Bobby Heenan throughout the show.
Yeah.
Like, no, Bobby Heenan, like Bobby Heenan, you can't obviously see, but
He'd be
my
shaking his
hand
head.
actions. You can't see my hand actions, but like Bobby Heenan's up all the way up here, and then all the way down here is fucking Mr. Mongoose.
Mongoose.
Right? Like I just go back to your day job, go back to the NFL. I know he wrestled a match or two in WCW
Yeah.
with like Flair.
Flair, yeah. Well, I know him and Flair are very close friends.
Well, I'm sorry, he's just not my flavor.
Okay. That's cool.
The best thing I can say about him is he's not worse than Mike Adamle and Mark Madden. That's the best I can say.
Well, speaking of Mr. Mongoose, my Gronk of the Night was the fucking Weasel, bro. What the fuck? Now, sometimes Gronk of the Night is going to be different, right?
Yeah.
For me, it added comedic value, and it was just like, what the fuck? But then it was also like, no, fuck this. It looks so fake. It looks dumb. Like, okay, it was like funny for like 1 second. If they had it in the opening thing and then it went away, sure.
Yeah, and because the thing is, they cut back to the commentary table like
dude.
throughout this show multiple times, and we had to see the fucking Weasel.
It's so bad. And I think we're going to have to put a clip up of that Weasel because it's so bad.
And they had to like purposely point out, oh man, what's that thing doing in the bag? Heaton, you gotta check on it?
Yeah, is that a smell? Oh, dude, shut up.
Shut up, dude. It's fucking faker than my fucking bollocks, brother. Well, come on.
Wait a minute. BT, do you want to know what we're watching next week?
Oh, yes.
Because it's fucking that time already, brother. This has been a quick one, but it's been a good one, mate.
Yeah,
I ain't here for a long time, you know, just a good time, or whatever they say.
Yep, Matt, tell us what we are going to watch for the next episode of the GRONKCAST.
Okay, so I want to say, I definitely wanted to pick TNA this week. All right, but I did not. I went with a Raw. Now, I know we've seen a lot of Raws, but I think and I've said this to BT off, and I've also said it to Tom, but off pod. There's a lot of Raw and a lot of SmackDown. So if we do 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, it's not gonna matter. It's not like we're like, fuck, we've run out of Raws. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, there's what, 30 years of Raw.
Pretty much. So
So,
I picked the first ever Raw Roulette from October 7th, 2002.
oh,
Yeah, man, this is a special Raw, whether you love it or hate it.
oh,
Yeah,
I think I might know maybe a match or two on that show.
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I'm super
Okay.
keen for this. Like, the good thing about this is we're gonna have a lot to talk about. So
Okay.
very, very keen. There's gonna be a lot to talk about. Trust me on that.
All right. Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
I can dig that.
it's so cool because we don't tell each other anything. So it's like hearing it live is so cool to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That should be cool.
Yeah,
It's a lot to talk about. Um. Yeah. I'm excited.
there'll be more than there was this week. Let's just say that. As for some
Oh,
updates, obviously no updates from Tom on his side of things. Storm Savage, man, like it's one of those things. So we're definitely going to try and get back into it. I really want to try and focus on, and I'll bleed into what I'm going to say next. I have a 12-hour stream coming up this weekend, so I do want to promote that, and I hope that's okay with you, BT.
brother, of course.
This weekend, so starting at we're going to go 7:30 Friday, and that's what do they call this? Australian Central Standard Time? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Look
Yes.
at that,
Yes.
brother! I fucking hate time zones. Australian Central Standard Time, 7:30 Friday, the 23rd. We are going to be doing 12 hours. We're also doing the Double Down Dono month. If you haven't seen, go check it out on the MAXHITMATT channel. But after that, we're going to try and focus a little bit more, even if it's a weekly upload on Storm and Savage with myself and BT. Super keen to do that. So
Of course.
that's the direction we're going with that. So that's kind of all the updates I've got at the moment. Of course, new logos and stuff on MAXHITMATT, but just if you're a MAXHITMATT fan, go check it out on there. If you fucking hate me, don't check it out. I understand. And I wouldn't blame you. But as far as the GRONKCAST, yeah, we just keep doing what we're doing. You know how it is. And next week, we're going to review the first ever Raw Roulette. And I'm super keen.
Yeah, man, that's good episode. Should be a lot of to talk about, and very
Yeah.
keen to do that.
100%. So, as for all the socials are down in the bottom. I'm not going to bore you with it this week. You've heard it the last 7. Don't need it anymore. They're in the bottoms. Go check us out. BT,
Yeah.
anything you got to say, my friend?
I mean, look.
2 months we've
It's
been doing this now.
Yeah, fuck, that's wild, man. 2 months we've been doing the Gruntcast, and many more to come.
Many
come.
more.
Because you already know, the Gruntcast once again is where the big boys play.
Actually, yes. Something I will mention quickly. The no, it's fine. I'll mention it next week. It's all good. There you
Don't
go.
take
Little
any
teaser.
bullshit here on the Gruntcast.
No, mate. None of that gaga. All right?
None of that gaga in the Baja.
In the Baja.
See, usually I have like one bit of current wrestling I want to talk about, but I don't even have that because, like, I mean, I could talk about CM Punk, but it's like everyone's talking about CM Punk. He cut a promo, and all right, cool, you got your fucking AEW belt you never lost. I don't care, Punk.
Yeah.
Just turn fucking heel and whatever, brother. I could not care less.
Yeah, dude. I think with current wrestling, I don't like I used to be really into the dirt sheets and stuff. Now I just don't care. I just want to watch wrestling when I want to watch it, enjoy it when I want to enjoy it. I love the GRONKcast because we go back and we watch old school stuff, current stuff, whatever. You know, next week you could pick AEW for next week, whatever. But like, I used to get so worked up in making sure I knew everything about current wrestling. I couldn't care less. I don't even know I know that the bloodline shit happened. That's it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I am a huge wrestling fan, and that can never be questioned. But I don't feel I need to keep up every week.
Oh, exactly, and this new Collision show, like, okay, that's cool, but like, I feel like I couldn't really care. I don't need
Yeah,
to keep up with that. Like, okay, well done, you did a good show. Well done, keep it up.
yeah, 100%.
You
And one thing I want to knock on the head, I feel like sometimes we're very negative towards AEW. I'm a big AEW fan. I'm a big TNA fan. I'm a big wrestling fan. I don't want to say a certain company I'm a fan of. I'm just a fan of wrestling. Any
Exactly.
competition's good, man. If GCW are killing it, that's good for everyone. If AEW are killing it, it's good for everyone. If WWE are killing it, it's good for everyone.
Mm.
If AAA are killing it, like if every wrestling is doing good, it's going to push the other one further. And that's what we need. That's all I care about.
Yeah, this one good wrestling around the board.
100%.
It's all we want
Yeah.
because if we get good wrestling around the board, people will talk about wrestling, and more people will glue their eyes to wrestling, and maybe find the Gronkcast and
Yeah.
check us out, brother. If wrestling's
100%.
good, we're good.
100%.
Essentially, it's the moral of the story. But I think that's why we're going to draw it here. Episode
Yep.
8 completed.
Completed. Once again, episode 9, watching the first ever Raw Roulette. So let's get keen
Or
for that.
roulette. So that should be fun. But this has been BT Savage. This has been MAXHITMATT.
Of course.
And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of the Gronkcast.
Peace.
Peace.